What's up?
Sean, right here. Headlining the Sphere, fighting on the Paramount debut, fighting at the White House. We've always talked about you, your star power and everything. But are these the moments that you envisioned and dreamed for your career when you decided to kind of pursue this MMA career?
Yeah, absolutely. Huge moments, big cards. Definitely, this is kind of what I envisioned coming up. It's different. Like the Sphere fight, and I didn't get the win, so it's hard to look at that as this sweet moment. The White House card's epic. I'm not the main event. I'm not the headliner, so it's also kind of this. I'm honored to be on it. Super excited to be on it. I think. But yeah, this is what I envisioned. Kind of getting into the UFC, wanting to put on big fights.
Has the build to this felt any different from those big moments, considering, it's at the White House? There's obviously tons more media you're going to have to do, fighting outside, preparation and everything. Has this felt different to you?
Not yet. It hasn't quite felt different. Just feels like another fight week so far.
And Aimann, you said you had asked for him in the past. Why specifically did you want to fight him at that time, and now you get him now? Was it the stylistic matchup? Was it the ranking? What exactly went into wanting to fight Aimann?
Yeah, after the second Merab fight, Aimann called me out. I said, yes. UFC said, you're fighting Song. I was like, all right. And then this comes around. I wanted to fight Peter. They said, Aimann. I said, all right. I like the matchup.
When he was in here and he said, a lot of the game plan went to pressure, pressure, pressure. You've made a career off of, counter punches and putting people down like that. If he does present this pressure that he keeps talking about, is that just kind of feed into maybe another knockout that we haven't seen since 2023?
Absolutely.
How do you prepare for a guy like Aimann, who he's been soccer kicked in the face by Jose Aldo, went to war with Cheeto, so we know he can take damage. Is this so how do you prepare for someone like that?
Turn 15-minute timer on and punch the punching bag for 15 minutes. Cheeto's as durable as it comes. You guys saw what it did to Cheeto. It could be, that Chris Montinho kind of style, come forward, get hit, but come forward. It's kind of what I'm expecting out of him, except for I don't think he's going to be able to take the shots.
How was the podcast with Lil Dicky and Benny Blanco and everything?
It was incredible. Yeah, it was awesome meeting those guys, being around those guys. We had a great conversation, and it was a fun time.
Good luck, man.
Sean over here. Yeah, back here. Back here. If Josh Hokett starts arguing with Ilya Topuria and Alex Pereira at this press conference, how do you plan on responding this time?
It just didn't involve me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Stand up, fuck you, or I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to do shit to Pereira. Ilya, he's still short, but he's still Ilya. So I don't know. I'll just kind of mind my own business.
And another one from me. We Are Doing Well business is really taking off. You've got your third flavor out. How often do you use that in your training, and are you using that in the lead up to this fight?
I appreciate that question. It's doing good. It's doing well. I'm drinking a lot of electrolytes and hydration, especially living in Arizona right now and training for this fight. So multiple times a day, coconut lime, raspberry, mango, usually hitting about one each every day. Slowing down now. Going to start cutting weight, unfortunately. But, thank you.
And what's your favorite of the three?
God, I go back and forth. I'm going to probably raspberry, though.
Sean, right here to your right. I know you had said a lot of requests for the red, white, and blue hair. Is this just look one for the week, or is this what we're bringing into the cage?
Yeah, I wanted to keep it, sugar. Also, appreciate the fans, what they want. Red, white, and blue. I did a little red, pink, and blue. Mix it up. You got the sugar in there. The white's kind of hard to do. The other colors will bleed into it. So we got a little sugar, a little America.
Sean, what are the unique challenges to your left? What are the unique challenges of fighting outside, and maybe what did you do particularly to prepare for maybe the variables that could come that you're not really expecting?
Yeah, humidity is a real thing. It can get your heart rate higher than it typically would be, inside an air-conditioned place. And as a fighter, your goal is to kind of keep your heart rate low at a certain point. So, that's the biggest thing is the humidity. The bugs would not be fun, but also you're in such a different mindset and different world when you're inside the octagon. I don't think I'm going to really maybe if there's thousands of mosquitoes, but if there's a couple, I'm not too worried about it. But I think it's going to be a beautiful day, and it's going to play out perfect.
Sean, over here to your right. You've always been a guy that brings in kind of the casual audience to some of these cards. So in terms of this stage that we have now here with the White House, what are the expectations in terms of potential growth even more for your brand?
Yeah, that's what's so massive about this White House card is there's going to be people that don't even know who any of us are. They're going to watch it because everyone's watching it. It's kind of one of those things like, oh, you're watching the fights, I'll sit down and watch them. And then you see this colorful character go out there and put on a beautiful performance and an insane knockout. You're like, okay, I want to maybe invest in that guy's career and see what he's doing and become a fan. So that's the plan.
There's a plan to go to work with Tommy right after this.
Yep, Tommy's got a big fight here in 6 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it is, and the plan's to be there for him.
Hey, Sean, have you been able to walk into the octagon yet and feel what the canvas is like outside? I know a lot of fighters like to do that before the fights.
I don't even know if the canvas or the cage is up right now. I have not had the opportunity to do that. Maybe Thursday we can, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Sean, before fighting Peter Yan, you told Michael Bisping that if you beat Peter, that would change everything. And now, before the White House, you think it did?
Beating Peter Yan, that led me to the title shot, led me to knocking out Aljamain Sterling. Completely changed my life, my career, everything. So yeah, definitely getting that win over Peter was huge.
Thanks.
Sure. The White House is a symbol of the United States. As an American fighter, how does it feel to compete at the White House?
Yeah, it's insane. I enjoy going to these different places: Boston, Miami, Abu Dhabi, Vegas. Just fighting in different places is fun. Now we're fighting at the White House on the lawn. It's insane. It's hard to wrap your head around. It's going to be. They'll somehow find a way to outdo it again someday, and hopefully I'll be a part of that too. But yeah, it's awesome.
One last question, sir. Sean, if you're impressively here, should UFC give you another title shot immediately?
I don't know if my next fight will probably be for the title, but I don't know if the next title fight will involve me in it. Seems like Peter Marab's kind of the way it's leaning, but whether I wait or take another fight, I don't know. It's so hard to predict how these fights play out. I'm going with, taking it one fight at a time.
Right here, Sean. Do you think that it's important for you to finish Zahabi before he can develop a game plan that makes the fight ugly or kind of boring?
I think it's important to finish him in general. I don't think 15 minutes is enough time for him to figure me out. I don't think, he's going to come in there, try to kick my legs, try to take me down. It's been everyone's game plan since I started fighting. So very well prepared for that style.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, guys.